Hello and welcome to today's story, a tribute to one of Africa's most influential political figures, a man whose name became synonymous with resilience, reform, and democracy. Raila Amolo Odinga. Today we look back at the life, struggles, achievements, and final moments of a leader who shaped Kenya's political destiny and left an enduring mark across the African continent. First, let's start with his early life and political struggles. Raila Amolo Odinga was born on January 7, 1945 in Maseno, Kenya. He was the son of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, Kenya's first vice president, a man known for his strong principles and political courage. From his father, Raila inherited not just a name, but a fire for justice and the courage to stand against oppression. After completing his early education in Kenya, Raila traveled to East Germany, where he earned a master's degree in mechanical engineering from the Otto von Guericke University Magdeburg in 1970. But while his hands could build machines, his heart was already set on building something far more complex, a free and democratic Kenya. In the 1980s, Kenya was under the iron rule of President Daniel Arap Moi, and calls for political pluralism were brutally suppressed. Raila Odinga stood tall among the brave few who dared to demand change. His voice became a symbol of defiance, and it came at a heavy price. He was arrested multiple times, spending 9 years in detention without trial. Behind bars, he endured torture and isolation. But rather than breaking his spirit, these years forged his determination. Raila emerged from prison not as a broken man, but as a beacon of hope for millions yearning for freedom. Now let's dig deeper into his champion of democracy and national leadership. In 1992, following his release and a brief exile, Raila returned to Kenya at a critical moment, the dawn of multi-party democracy. His courage and activism helped dismantle the one-party system, opening the doors to political freedom for future generations. He was widely regarded as the father of democracy in Kenya, and for good reason. His leadership style combined passion, persistence, and a deep belief that the people's voice must always prevail. Following Kenya's 2007 post-election crisis, Raila played a central role in reconciling a divided nation. The power-sharing agreement that followed saw him become Kenya's second prime minister from 2008 to 2013. During his tenure, he worked tirelessly to rebuild the economy, promote unity, and introduce key reforms. Kenya's economy grew stably under his leadership, averaging 5 to 6% growth annually, and transformative projects like Vision 2030 and the Thika Superhighway were launched under his watch. Perhaps one of his proudest achievements was his contribution to Kenya's 2010 constitution, which ushered in a new era of devolution, accountability, and people-centered governance. Beyond Kenya, Raila Odinga's influence reached the continental stage. As the African Union's High Representative for Infrastructure Development, he championed Pan-African unity and infrastructure integration across the continent, believing that Africa's progress depended on its connectivity and self-reliance. Let's unfold his information on illness, passing, and tributes. In later years, Raila faced persistent health challenges. He had undergone spinal surgery in 2020, battled COVID-19 in 2021, and was long known to manage conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, and chronic kidney disease. On October 15, 2025, while undergoing treatment at an Ayurvedic facility in Kerala, India, Raila suffered a cardiac arrest during a morning walk. He was pronounced dead shortly after at a local hospital. He was 80 years old. The news of his passing sent shockwaves across Kenya and beyond. Tributes poured in from world leaders, dignitaries, and citizens alike. President William Ruto announced 7 days of national mourning, calling Raila Odinga a statesman, a patriot, and a tireless advocate for democracy. From the streets of Nairobi to the towns of Kisumu, people gathered to light candles, sing songs, and celebrate a life dedicated to the pursuit of justice and equality. Finally, let's talk about Raila's legacy. Raila Odinga's story is not just about politics. It is about conviction, about standing firm when silence would be easier, about believing that democracy is worth every sacrifice. He leaves behind a Kenya forever changed, a nation more open, more free, and more determined to uphold the rights he fought for. And this marks the end of today's story, a reflection on the remarkable life of Raila Amolo Odinga, a man whose courage and vision will continue to inspire generations across Africa. Thank you for tuning in to this episode. Don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories that shape our world. Until next time, stay informed, stay inspired, and never stop believing in the power of change.